Just
Recording in progress.
okay. Thank you, Rob. We are now live. Welcome to this special meeting of Budget, Capital, and Personnel. I don't see any changes to the agenda other than the fact that we do have a correction to the one resolution that we are here to pass. Let's get it on the floor if someone would move it. Thank you. Amanda moves, Mike seconds. This is resolution appropriation from contingent fund to move electric pole on 408 North Tioga Street, doc ID 12066. This relates to the Red House, the gift that never stops giving. Mike, do you want to explain this? Because I know it went through F&I, and unfortunately I wasn't there.
Well, I just drove by it, and the pole is still there. What we're trying to do on the sale of the Red House is to sell the minimum amount of property so that the county can keep the maximum amount of property. And if this house is to have a driveway it would have to have a new entrance off the street. But the problem is there's a utility pole right there. And so we think it'll make it more saleable and it'll protect us for the rest of our property if we move the pole a few feet south. Still on our property, or still on the street lawn in front of our property, but it will then allow for a driveway entrance to come in there along the side of the building. So that's what it's all about. And we want to thank Norma, who did the research on this. She went to and correct me if I'm wrong, Norma, she went to a private contractor and they wanted $40,000 to do this. Went to NYSEG and they said $9,500. We like $9,500 better, although
we do.
We know NYSEG is not the quickest thing in the world often, so we want to get this authorized.
Thank you, Mike. And if Lori or Norma could explain the changes on here, and then I will offer those as an amendment and we'll see if it's friendly.
So the original resolution has the money coming out of the contingent fund to a fund, professional services, and what I would like to see happen is it go to the project. We have a capital project for the Tioga Street currently, and to keep the costs all together, we would want to put that in the project in the H fund. So the handwritten part at the bottom, just taking it out of A fund, paying it to construction to the H fund, and then the H fund recording that expenditure.
So can you clarify for me, Lori, because you've got one from the contingent fund to an A fund for contribution to construction, but then you've got from an H fund, interfund A, to the construction expense fund, and I'm trying to understand, is there a step missing in there, or?
No, so we can't just go from A to the HB project fund. We have to have what you think of as a due to, due from, and that's what the contribution to construction and the interfund numbers do. So the two, the A9576 and the from HB1619 offset each other, so to speak.
As long as you can explain it to the rest of the legislature, I'm okay with it. I'm still a little confused to get from the first A to the second from. You see what I'm missing?
Okay, so the, let me see, how do I explain that? The money comes out of the contingency fund, which is an A fund.
Right.
And we can't go straight to HB expenditure. Right. So it comes out of the contingency fund and goes into this contribution to construction.
Yeah.
Which is like a due to.
Yeah, I understand that piece, but how does it get from the A fund that's a contribution to construction to the H fund that's the interfund, so that you can then move it to the H fund that's the construction expense fund?
So that A 9576 and the HB 161945031 are the offsetting accounts, due to and due froms for the A and the H fund.
So is that one account, and you're just recording it coming in and going out?
It's not one account, it's two accounts, but those are the two that have to offset. Due tos and due froms have to equal each other.
Oh. Okay, I think I understand that, but it's not. I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, this is one of those things where I just got to trust Lori knows what she's talking about. Mike?
Exactly. It's a bookkeeping thing in finance, and she knows what we need to do, and she's getting us there.
Okay. It's good enough for me. I'm going to offer this these numbers as an amendment. Is that friendly to my mover and seconder? Is it friendly to everyone? Okay. Ready to vote? All in favor? Thank you. That's unanimous. And if there's no other business.
Can we start next year's budget?
I am curious, why did we have to do this? Is this coming up on our agenda today?
It's going to be added, I think,
Okay.
tonight, so that we can move forward with this as quickly as possible, so we can expedite the process of selling our red house.
And and for anybody who's interested, we're planning to list this Monday after Thanksgiving. And within the listing, we want it to say that it is planned to move that pole, but we can't say that until the legislature's approved it. So if
You could say it.
we could say it, but it would be a lie. So we don't lie here in
That's
Tompkins
right,
County.
that's
So-
right.
Or as Richard Nixon would say, that would be wrong.
But that's the reason, and
Okay.
that's the reason for the rush.
All right.
Also said he wasn't a crook.
People say a lot of things, Mike. Okay, that's it, unless anybody else has something they want to discuss. We are adjourned, and we'll see y'all in less than an hour and a half.
Thank you.
Okay, and then